All right, welcome back to Rome, and now we've got a bit of an Italian battle with Sinner taking on Pellegrino. Pellegrino is a quali. He's a bit of a journeyman. He has been around the tour for a while. He's 29 years old, and this is getting his biggest opportunity and his greatest run by playing against Jannik Sinner in front of his home crowd and also, obviously, Sinner's home crowd. So, let's see. Pellegrino took out Feast with a retirement win, but he also took out Tiafoe. But this obviously is going to be the biggest challenge of his career. But let's see how it goes. By the way, Zverev is winning. Apparently, Darderi is injured, so that's no good. We'll keep an eye on that. Winner of this will take on either Rublev or Basilashvili, who are coming on later. But let's see what happens. Let's see if Pellegrino can shock the world. Medvedev survived yesterday. Yeah, he did. He's going to have a tough one today as well, though. So we've already got a couple of quarterfinalists into the mix. We've got Ruud versus Hashanov, Hodar versus possibly Zverev, and then obviously Sinner will be up the top, but he'll get a day off tomorrow. Sinner and Rublev and Medvedovic, Landalucci, Medvedev, all those guys will all they get the day off tomorrow if they win. So that is okay. But here we go. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if Jannik Sinner can continue this run and try and complete the Golden Masters, which has only ever been done by Djokovic. Hodar only hope to form Big Three. Yeah, this week. So come on. Have you got Rublev? It's going to be tough. I think Rublev wins, but it's going to be tougher than maybe people expect. All right, here we go. Players are warming up. And we will begin. Zverev Darderi is a flop, as I said. Well, thank God, because I feel like that could have been epic, and we haven't missed a thing. Unless Darderi comes back. Why is there an obsession with the new Big Three? Weird. Yeah, I think Big Three is not what we want. We want, trust me, we want a Big Ten. We want a top 10 that are all competitive against each other. We don't want to have 3 players. We did that already. Let's do something different. Let's do something different, like a Big 5 or a Big 7. All right, players warming up. Darderi breaks back. There you go. With that squad, no way so far can see Hodar and Draper as top contenders to challenge Sinkeraz. What? Draper's not in the same... By the way, Menchik beat Sinner. Remember that? And Djokovic. Jakub Menchik. But whatever. Darderi and Sinner are the only people on my team who didn't lose their first match. Oh, man, that's rough. That's rough. Kasta's playing doubles tomorrow? Oh, wow, okay. I didn't know that. I'm thinking whoever wins between Swiatek and Pegula wins Rome. Okay. But I think Menchik was not playing the best version of Sinner. Okay. Do you think that we're going to get another Sinner versus Zverev final? I think we might get a Ruud Sinner final. I think Ruud might beat Zverev in the semis. We might get a Ruud versus Sinner final or Khachanov. I think maybe one of those guys might beat Zverev. And that wouldn't be so strange because those guys are capable of beating Zverev. Unless Khashanov's never beaten him, and then maybe not. But I think Ruud could... The way Ruud's playing, he could beat Zverev. He has beaten Zverev. Khachanov has beaten Zverev 3 times. They played a 5-set at Roland Garros 2018. They haven't played on clay since, but I don't know. Khachanov and Ruud are capable. So I don't know if we get a Zverev Sinner final. It might be a Ruud Sinner final. So, yeah. Good day for fantasy with Ruud, Hodar, and Zverev up a set. Hey, yeah. And Sinner. I got Sinner too. I'm happy with that team. Tell you, Ruud has been just a gem. He has been a gem. Brought him in, he's made 2 quarterfinals. Darderi told the umpire he needed the doctor. Okay. I'm down for a Ruud Sinner final. Okay. Why not commentate on the warm-up? I don't know, because there's nothing happening. They're warming up. What do you want me to commentate? They're shot making in the warm-up. Okay. Why? Packed house. No surprise. By the way, in 4 hours, the next match starts. So, yay. Yay. Schedule. Where do you make these tennis teams? You can join the league. ATP Fantasy. Join the league. All right, here we go. I'm going to go Sinner in straights, but man, it would be a nice surprise if Pellegrino kind of, I don't know, did something. Like, it'd be really interesting to see if he could, if he did just sort of like give Sinner a bit of a surprise, made Sinner work for it. It'd be interesting. I'm still going to Sinner in straight sets, probably at least a break in each set to get it done. Take a nap. Now I'm going to probably just watch movies or something. All right, Pellegrino to serve. Into the backhand of Sinner. Return the forehand to Pellegrino. Sinner backhand. Into the backhand of Pellegrino as Sinner with his forehand goes long, and it's 15 love. Yeah, let's talk about Pellegrino for a second because most of us have never heard of him. And that's not out of this random dude, but also it's because he hasn't been in the top of the game before. He's currently 155 in the world. He's actually hit his peak ranking this year. So proper journeyman, 29 years old. And has played against guys in the top 50, but not in the top 10. First top 10 match. He did beat FAA in Estoril last year, who was 19 in the world. So that's his best win and his biggest opponent. He's also played Darderi, Mickelson, He actually played Darderi a lot. Grigspor, Misha Zverev, Batista Agut, Borges. So he has played a few of those guys, but he hasn't beaten them. Most of those matches were on challenger levels as well. So he's played, he's a challenger grinder, and a challenger, bit of a challenger beast. But this week, his ranking has gone to number 126. So he's not even at a career high ranking yet. If he wins this match, obviously he will be. But obviously, if he wins this match, it would be more than just a ranking boost. It would be a life, like a validation that tennis is, hard work, and he earned it, right? He earned it. At 29 years old, he plays the world number one, beats him, when no one else can beat this guy. Now it's 15-30. But yeah, so Pellegrino, really, like, probably a challenger, challenger level journeyman that is having the best season of his career and reaching his heights at a late bloomer for tennis age, right? Well, for most sports. Never played a Grand Slam main draw, only played the qualies, lost in the qualies multiple times. This is the first time he's qualified for a 1,000, and obviously gone on a run. He did win a doubles title in Chile a couple of years ago with Vavasori. But yeah, challenger wins all around. He won a challenger last year on clay, but all clay court too. As Sinner breaks first game. All clay court challenger wins over his career. Since 2021, he's won 4 challenger titles. Bunch of doubles titles as well, all on clay, one on hard court. In the futures, it was all clay courts back in the day when he was grinding it out on the future circuit. So really, like, this, he is the epitome of a journeyman. Somebody who has had to work for everything to get to this point in his career. No handouts, no freebies. That's what he's had to do. He's worked his way and he's earned this right to play Sinner on center court in the 4th round of his home tournament. Like, this is a lifetime of tennis work towards this moment. He also beat Landalucci in the qualies, who is having a run this week too. So yeah, had a good win there too. He's also beaten. He beat Tiafoe obviously in the last round, which was one of his best wins ever. But yeah. 15 love. Sinner forehand into the front of Pellegrino, up the line of the back of Sinner. Pellegrino slice into the front of Sinner. Sinner puts it away, 30 love. $15 love. Now he will be playing the Roland Garros qualifiers, Pellegrino. So we'll keep an eye on his progress there as well. Whether or not he can qualify for Roland Garros. Never played a main draw of a slam, so we'll see whether or not he can try and do that for the first time, seeing he's been in such great form. All right. As that goes out on the lob from Pellegrino, and it's 40 love. All right. 40 love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Sinner. Forehand now from Pellegrino. Into the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand to the forehand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner backhand into the Pellegrino forehand. Sinner backhand up the line. Pellegrino with the forehand cross court. Sinner gets it. Pellegrino backhand Into the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino forehand to the forehand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner forehand again. Goes wide. 40-15. The crowd go wild. 40-15. All right, 40-15. I'm surprised you did another Sinner match. We watch every single Sinner match. That's just normal. So don't be surprised. He's the world number one. We watch everything he does. Same with Alcaraz. We watch every Alcaraz match too. Even if I bitch and moan about how one-sided his wins are, we still watch him. Backhand rally. As we go backhand up the line to the forehand of Sinner. Forehand now from Pellegrino in the net. It's 2-love. 2-love Sinner. And every Eala match, yep. And every Swiatek match. And I'm trying to watch every Raducanu match. We watch pretty much every Osaka match. Fonseca, we're watching a lot of him lately. Djokovic, we watch every Djokovic match. So yeah, there's a few players that we watch. There's a non-negotiable. We watch all their matches. 15-love. Coco, we try and watch all her matches. 15-love. Nice serve from Pellegrino. $15 as we had a 4-4 rally. Up the line of the back into Pellegrino. Backhand out from Sinner as Pellegrino back into the forehand of Sinner. As Pellegrino backhand up the line goes wide. 15-0. How did Pellegrino beat Tiafoe and Feast? So you're laughing at Pellegrino because he's losing to Sinner, who embarrasses pretty much every player. And you're like, oh, how's this Pellegrino guy beat Tiafoe and Feast? Why don't you just, be better? Just be better. Disrespect. He made it to this quarterfinal, made it to this fourth round for the call. He's like, why don't you just be nicer? Back in return, in the forehand of Pellegrino. That's a good shot. Sinner with a slice. Goes wide. 30-15. Oh, 27 timeouts in 3 months. Oh, so you're consistent. Yeah. I feel like you're not contributing to the community very well. All right. As Pellegrino, 30-all. True, everyone looks great until they play Sinner. Exactly. 30-all. And Pellegrino's talking to the umpire. Yeah, Pellegrino says the ball is wide. He's saying it's out by this much. Even though Hawkeye said it was on the line. Hey, look. Got to respect him for fighting back. I'll tell you what, though, we might not be wrong. 30-all. Yeah. All right, return into the forehand of Pellegrino. To the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand goes long, and it's 30-40. Chance for Sinner to get the double break here. $30-40. Serving to the backhand of Sinner. Forehand now from Pellegrino to the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand. To the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand again. Goes long. Double break Sinner. 3-love. 3-love. Venus didn't get a wild card finally. Oh, French Open's loss. All right, 3-love. By the way, I'm just going to, and Bio, I know you've been around for a while, but you brought it up. I really hope that you are watching. I really hope that you're crying out for a match with involving Ferro or Burrell or Alice Tabello. I really hope that you're like, yeah, Cam, can we watch Alice Tabello, the wild card, young wild card from France? Or, maybe even John. We'll watch her instead of Venus. Like, yeah, I hope you're really... I hope you and everybody else who's like, Venus doesn't get a wild card. Thank God for that. Yeah, maybe Venus didn't want one. Maybe she went back to America after the Met Gala and was like, I'm going to do the roast of Kevin Hart. And the French Open gets stuffed. She chose not to play. They didn't give her one because she didn't want one. But also, I hope that anybody who's like, Venus didn't get a wild card, yay! I hope you watch all those French players. You better be on... I don't want to see double standards here where you're like, oh, I don't know who they are, so I don't care. Oh, but you know who Venus is, but, By the way, Bio, you know I'm not coming at you. But you know everyone else says this shit too. Tabello is actually good. Good! Watch her! Watch her! I want people to be annoying me about watching her. Because she got the wild card, and finally Venus didn't get one. Finally. But let's be realistic for a second. Venus probably didn't want to play the French. Let's be real. Venus probably was like, yeah, I'm going to go play Wimbledon. Yeah, the reason why Walton and Jones got one from Australia is because there's a deal with Australia and France that we give wildcards to each other. Cam gets triggered so easily. Oh my God. How embarrassing you don't understand what a joke is. All right, love 15. Sinner serves. Is it a forehand rally? Pellegrino again to the forehand of Sinner. Into the forehand of Pellegrino, and he puts it away. Oh, he hit it out. God, that would have been love 32. That was a bad miss. 15-all. All right, 15-all. Serve. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As that goes out by Sinner. Out by Pellegrino. Sorry, 30-15. By the way, to all the people that are coming back, and like I was making a joke. Like, everybody relax. You don't have to tell me all the reasons why Venus not getting a wild card gives opportunity to others. I know how it works. Slice goes into the forehand of Sinner. Drop shot's good. And then Pellegrino with a lovely no-look backhand winner. 30-all. That'll go in the highlight reel for him. 30-all. Beautiful shot. 30-0. Serve to the backhand of Pellegrino. Backhand of Sinner. To the backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand again. The backhand of Pellegrino. A Sinner. Into that Pellegrino forehand. Sinner backhand again. As Pellegrino goes in the forehand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Pellegrino. Off the tape. Sinner comes in. And hits it out. Pellegrino's got a break point. 30-40. 30-40. Which country is more dominant in tennis, Spain or Italy? Italy. Does Spain have 2 top 10 guys? Or what, like, before this week? Does Spain have as many Italian... Italians have, like 3 or 4 guys in the top 20? Like, it's not even... The real answer is USA, but whatever. Good serve down the tee. His return goes in the forehand of Sinner. Forehand now from Pellegrino's in the net, and we get back to deuce. Actually, the consistent answer would be America. But no, it's Italy. Italy over Spain. Davis Cup, look at that. I mean, it's no-brainer. And then you want to go on the women's side, look at the Billie Jean King Cup, right? Same thing. Italy, solid. They win team events. I mean, yeah, Italy for sure. Take Alcaraz out of the equation. How does Spain look? Right? 4-4 rally. Up goes a lob by Pellegrino, but Sinner with a drop volley winner. Advantage Sinner. Advantage Sinner. Yeah, Andreeva Gauff play in like 3.5 hours. Italy over USA, yeah. USA just have a lot of players. And if we're talking men and women's tennis, it's got to be America. But if we're talking about Italy on the men's side, on the men's side only, Italy. Spain-USA would be an interesting contest, though. I feel like Spain-USA would be a pretty interesting battle. Who's better? Like, with Alcaraz obviously better than the entirety of the American lineup, but when you go down to the next level, like, okay, well, second best American versus second best Spanish guy, maybe it's advantage America. Sinner for love. For love. For love, Sinner. As the backhand goes into the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand to the net for love 15. Russia or USA right now? USA. Are you vegan? No. Love 15. Backhand goes up the line to the forehand of Pellegrino. Forehand from Sinner. Pellegrino hits a wide. Love 30. Love 30. That was a good serve down the tee. Backhand slice goes in, but Sinner. And then Sinner passing shot. Pellegrino volleys a winner, though. All right, 15-30. Camby, what do you think about the Hodar hype? Overhyped because of 2 good tournaments? No. I don't think so. I think Hodar is for sure. Like the potential's there for sure. There's no overhype. I think there's just a general excitement that changes to a different player every month. That's the only thing that I'm like noticing. That like the second that somebody comes up that's new, it's like shiny new object syndrome, right? As Sinner hits it out 30. Like in January it's Tien, in February it's Menchik, in March it's Fonseca, and then April it's Hadar, and then this week it's been Prismic, right? It's just kind of like we get whiplash by going, oh, Tien played well this week, so he's the best. No, wait, Menchik played well, when in fact it's all of them. Like there's not just like one best young guy, and Hadar's a part of that list. And like I said the other day when we watched Medvedev, add him to the list, right? There's a list of like 10 guys that are all under 21, and then Feast doesn't even get mentioned because he's a little older than them. He's 21, but like there's a list, right? Whereas I think we get a little bit too like obsessed with who's the next guy, and you go, there's a bunch of them. There doesn't have to be one. So like Hodar is great, and he will be he is a part of that pack. But is he the guy to beat Sinner and Alcaraz? Well, I don't think it's good if we have one other guy, because then we're going to go, well, who's the fourth guy? Right? Who's the fifth guy? Like it's better if we have these 10 young guys that can all challenge Sinner and Alcaraz consistently. That'd make it way more fun than just like one guy. Put all our hopes on one guy. But Hadar is on that list, for sure. He's there with Fonseca, he's there with Menchik, he's there with Feast and Tien and Blocks, right? Another one. Mickelson, right? We haven't seen Mickelson much because it's being on clay. As we had a drop shot from Sinner, Pellegrino can't get it, and it's deuce. But yeah, but I don't think it's hype. I don't think it's overhype. He deserves all of that. He's legit. And he'll get a chance to play Zverev, which means we can get a real look. Because it wasn't fair when he played Sinner, because let's be honest, when you play Sinner, if you get him to a tiebreak, it's a good result. So playing Zverev is going to be a legitimate, that's going to be a good, that'll be a good test, and we can get a bit better understanding of Hadar through playing Zverev than we will with Sinner. Just like we did with Fonseca. Backhand rally. As Pellegrino sliced into the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino pass. Sinner with a volley. Half volley. Pick-up winner. Advantage Sinner for a 5-love lead. All right. Sinner advantage. To get a 5-love here, Sinner. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve. Into the backhand of Sinner. Backhand of Pellegrino. To the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino forehand to the backhand of Sinner. As Sinner hits it long. Pellegrino back to deuce. Will Sinner boycott the French? Probably not. Deuce. Is it a backhand rally? Another backhand to backhand exchange as we get another one from Sinner. It's a drop shot. Pellegrino gets it back with a slice, but it's long. Advantage Sinner. There should be a third guy, otherwise Sinner and Alcaraz would dominate for 10 years. Okay, tell me this. Who was the big three in the 90s? Who was the big three in the 80s? Who was the big three pre-2007? We don't need to have a 3. It just sounds cool. But also it sounds lame because we've already had it. And it's come on, let's be more creative. We don't need a big 3. 3 is not a magic number, right? If there's a third guy, then it's going to be interesting. No, we need more than 3 to make it more interesting. News on the boycott? There is no news. Big 5. Yeah, big 5. Let's get a big 5. Or better yet, a big 10. Imagine if the number 10 guy and the number 1 guy could play at such a high level against each other. How good would that be? Chad, just imagine that. If the number 10 and the number 1 weren't very far apart in skill, and it became like look at the WTA. Back in a backhand rally. As it a forehand now from Sinner to the forehand Pellegrino. Sinner. Drop shot. Goes wide. Okay, advantage Pellegrino. The third guy was Edberg in the 90s. And what about Becker? Not Becker. Advantage Pellegrino. As the return goes to the forehand of Pellegrino. He hits a drop shot. Sinner can't get it. Pellegrino on the board. And the crowd go wild. 4-1. Sinner. In the 90s, there was not a big anything. There were short rivalries between Becker, Edberg, and Sampras Agassi. Exactly. And then you had Courier, right? You had Courier. By the way, Courier dominated before Sampras and Agassi got on the board. Like, he was the man. Jim Courier, back in the early 90s, he was the man. And then Sampras and Agassi overtook him. But yeah, let's not have this. We don't need this big 3. Just because it was like, by the way, it should be reserved for those 3 guys that did that. The big 3 shouldn't be reused. It's like we should just retire that like a jersey. We should retire that saying, big 3. We should put that up in the rafters and be like, wow, remember that? Big 3? That was great. All right, now we're doing something else, you know? Let's do something else. Little 3. God, your creativity must... Did you AI that? What? Come on now. We can get more creative than that. Right now, it's Sinkeraz. Right now, we've got Sinkeraz. That's all that matters. Big 2. Oh. All right. Here we go. Sinner with a double break. 4-1. Sinner serves again. So what's Zverev doing? So Zverev was serving for the match and he got broken. Oh, God. All right, 4-1. Sinner forehand to the forehand of Pellegrino. Forehand for Sinner. Into the forehand of Pellegrino. A Sinner forehand again to the forehand of Pellegrino. To the back of the Sinner. Pellegrino slice. All right. Love 15. Pellegrino. Can we please have this Zverev match? No, it's too late. Too late. By the way, did the Spurs lose? Oh, they drew. Okay. We'll take it. All right, as Sinner comes in, puts it away, 15-0. By the way, Fanini is in the house with Panetta. There's a bit of fault, second serve. There's a bit of forehand now to the backhand of Pellegrino. Backhand over Sinner. To the back of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand again. The backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner into the backhand again of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand goes long, and it's 15-30. Might still get relegated, Cam. Are you a Tottenham fan? Hell no. 15-30. I bleed red. 30-0. What if Arsenal lose 5-0 in the UCL final? Then you're getting banned because I'm going to be pissed. I'm just kidding. You can stay. 30-0. Up the Arsenal. All right, the return goes out by Pellegrino, 40-30. If PSG lose, you're all done. You're all done. You won't hear the end of it. Who have PSG even got? I don't even think that. Who's in their team? Who they got? I don't even know. Does PSG even have? Who do they even have? I don't know any of their players. I don't have a clue of any of these people. They got rid of Mbappe, so obviously they can't be that good. Back in the forehand rally, a Sinner into the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner forehand at the back end of Pellegrino. Pellegrino in the net, 5-1 Sinner. So I've never heard of any of their players. Dembele. Never heard of him. I have no idea who that is. No idea. I set up. Stand. I still don't. I don't know. 5-1. Actually, Agassi won Wimbledon when Courier won his slams. Yeah, but you didn't hear what I said. I said Courier was ahead of Sampras and Agassi at the start of the 90s. Go look at it. He was the best player on the planet before those guys took off. But you didn't listen. You're too busy commenting on Eala videos about how much she's like overrated or whatever you don't like, and that you don't like her very much. It's got you all confused. You're not listening properly. A lovely drop shot there from Pellegrino. 15 love. PSG is pretty good. Never heard of him. Backing up the line into the slice of Pellegrino. Pellegrino on the net. 15-0. 15-0. First serve, the fault, second serve. Seven to the backhand of Sinner. Forehand from Pellegrino. As Sinner goes up the line of the forehand of Pellegrino. Into the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand again. The forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino pass. Sinner with a volley. Oh, he nearly tripped Sinner, but he's okay. Pellegrino makes him pay, though, and hits a winner. 30-15. 30-15. Basically, the French national team minus Mbappe. I'm exaggerating, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who PSG is. Are they a new team? Have they ever won anything? I have no idea. Never heard of them. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Pretty sure everyone's making it up. They're not even playing. That's not even a team. 30-15. Cam hates Zverev. All right, so you bumped your head. As with a backhand now, up the line from Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand again. The backhand of Pellegrino. And then Sinner in the net. 40-15. PSG is amazing, actually. PSG won the UCL last year. UCL, is that like, a local competition or something? Not the Champions League. You're talking about like some sort of like club thing? Never heard of them. How many people can I convince that I don't know who they are? Forehand goes up the line. And Sinner hits a forehand down the middle for a winner. 40-30. UCL is Champions League. Oh my God, Cam, you a tennis fan. Wait, so you're telling me that PSG won the tournament that they're playing Arsenal in the final? You're saying that Arsenal are playing the defending champions? Oh my God. Wait, PSG? They're like the biggest club in France? Who are defending champions? I can't, oh my gosh. This is all so new to me. Is that better? Now we all understand what I'm saying? All right, Pellegrino holds, by the way, 5-2. We're all on the same page now. We all understand that everything I say is a joke, and actually, Cam, no. I was being a smartass. Thank you, Evan. Oh yes, thank you. Oh, stop. No, you're the best, chat. All right, 5-2. Sinner's going to serve for this set. Hey, look, chat, we've got to find a way to entertain ourselves because just like the Popper match yesterday, Sinner has got dinner plans or something. He's busy. He got some plans. Are you an Arsenal fan? See. Yeah, please educate me on football that I don't understand, obviously. Darderi's Zverev match is a lot of fun. And? Arsenal got bailed out by West Ham undeservingly. Most intolerable fan base on the planet. Ah, okay. Tottenham? Spurs? Am I right? Spurs. Pellegrino looked like a very good player. He is a very good player. He's just not better than Jannik Sinner because no one is. Liverpool. Then you should be on our side because you had to suffer for years. You should feel our pain. You should be like empathy. Show some empathy. You know Arsenal are going to bottle the league. We got VAR on our side. We can't lose. 5-2. Is it a forehand lob from Pellegrino? Bounce smash Sinner. As Pellegrino in the net with a backhand. And it's 15-love. Bro, we got a secret weapon. $15-love. Sinner is the Ronaldo of soccer. And Alcaraz is the Messi. I think Ronaldo is the Ronaldo of soccer. And Messi is the Messi. I don't think Sinner is better than Ronaldo at soccer. And as the backhand return goes into the forehand of Sinner, he puts that away. 30-love. 30 love. Which tournament will Sinner not win? Hamburg. Geneva. Queen's Club. Hella. Any WTA event. Do I win a prize? What do I get for the... I was the first to answer, so I get a prize? What do I get? Novelty check. I want a novelty check, please. Forehand into the backhand of Pellegrino. Pellegrino hits it out. 40 love. 40 love. He might play Hella. They can't afford him. 40 love. Sinner serves. For the first set. Pellegrino hits it wide. Sinner with the first set. 6-2. Actually respectable scoreline. Pellegrino put up a good fight to win those couple of games, but Sinner too strong. 43 minutes. It's okay to skip Sinner matches once in a while since they are very predictable. No, we watch every single match of Sinner. And to be honest, the Zverev match sounds like a nightmare. Like, he was supposed to win that. I'd be, like, if I was a Zverev fan, I'd be kicking myself in the head. That's so painful. And if that goes 3 after the first set, and the way, and you know, Darderi projectile vomiting over the entire stadium, that would be annoying. So I'm glad we're not watching that match because it would be annoying as hell. It sounds like annoying, a nightmare. Especially when I've got Zverev in my team and I need him to win. I'm already going to, like, you know, scream if he loses a tiebreak. Ronaldo is almost the GOAT. Sinner is nowhere near. I have no idea what you're saying, but okay. Sure. Sure. Good one. Yeah, it's okay. All right, first set in 45 minutes. I swear the first set of the Popperin match was like 10 minutes. Basilashvili will win Rome and RG. Okay. If we don't watch every Sinner match, we'll definitely miss the upset. Yeah, every time we watch Sinner, we're just holding our breath to see if it's today's the day. Is today the day? When does the streak end? We're going to watch it when it does. Might be today. Probably not going to be today. But it might be. Probably not. Might be on... Whenever it is, we're gonna see it. It's gonna be Cornet at Wimbledon, just like when the Swiatek streak ended. It's gonna be Cornet at Wimbledon. She's gonna do it. Or the male equivalent, Manarino. Manarino is gonna, or Rinderknecht. That, like, legitimately on grass, Rinderknecht takes out Sinner on grass. Ooh. In, like, the third round? That could be something. No offense to Pellegrino, but unlikely. Okay. Chad, you ever tell a joke and then somebody actually gives you a fact and you're like, actually, I wasn't serious? It happens. I think my sarcasm is not high enough. I think it's too dry. Need to be more sarcastic so people understand that nothing I've said is everything's no. It's not. You're not supposed to take it too seriously. Pellegrino serves. And the return goes out by, or it goes in by Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand to the front of Pellegrino. Now Sinner backhand to the front of Pellegrino. Sinner backhand again. Into the front of Pellegrino. Sinner backhand again to the front of Pellegrino. Sinner on the stretch. Pellegrino. Forehand. Sinner puts up a lob. Goes out. 15 love. Sometimes I'm not sure if you're joking or actually angry. I tell you this, I'm never actually angry. 15 love. Pellegrino serves. Dardiri's up 5-4 in the tiebreak. $15-all. 15-all. Poor Sasha. He wasted 10 chances. That's crazy. Yeah, Kasaya beat Penko. That was fun. 4-1 return into the slice of Pellegrino. Pellegrino hits it out. 15-30. Do it for my fantasy team, Dardiri. No! No! Lose for my fantasy team, Dardiri. Come on. 15-30. Is it a fault second serve? Return goes out by Sinner. 30-all. First serves a fault second serve. Second serve. Return goes in the back end of Pellegrino. Now Sinner with the back end of the forehand of Pellegrino to the back end of Sinner again as Pellegrino forehand. Into the net. 30-40. How big of an upset was the Sabalenka match? No, Baptiste was bigger upset in Madrid. That was a bigger upset. All right, 30-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve to the back end of Sinner. Pellegrino into the forehand of Sinner to the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner forehand to the back end of Pellegrino. Sinner with the backhand into the net. We get to deuce. Deuce. Pellegrino serves again. To the back of Sinner. Forehand of Pellegrino into the back of Sinner. Pellegrino back into the back of Sinner. Sinner in the net. And it's advantage Pellegrino. To the first game of the second. And the back in return goes into the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner. Forehand to forehand with Pellegrino. Backhand for Sinner. Pellegrino backhand again on the back of Sinner. As Pellegrino goes to the backhand of Sinner again. Pellegrino backing up the line goes wide and it's back to deuce. All right, deuce. All right. As Pellegrino gets to advantage. All right. As Pellegrino holds with a good serve. All right. One love Pellegrino in the second. Sinner hits it in there. Love 15. All right, as that goes out by Pellegrino, and it's 15-0. Hands with a backhand rally. 4-0 from Pellegrino. And Sinner hits it out. 15-30. Chance for Pellegrino to get a break point here. What's going on? I just tuned in. Is he meditating? Yeah, can you just be quiet? All right, 30-0. And Sinner serves again. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Pellegrino. Forehand of Sinner. Again, the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand again to the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner into that Pellegrino backhand. Into the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand again. The backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand in the net. 40-30. Cam, you're missing an epic tiebreak. No, it's only we just started the second set here. 1-0. Don't worry. Even though I had my eyes closed for a second, I know it's only like first games of the set. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's only 1-0. We're not even close to a tiebreak in this set. So don't worry about it. We might get there, maybe. I don't know. But don't worry. It's okay. I'm paying attention. That's why I closed my eyes, because I knew, like, oh, it's okay if I miss, like, a couple of points here. It's okay. 40-30. Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. Backhand goes into the backhand of Pellegrino. Up the line of the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino forehand. Oh, goes long. It's 1-1. 1-1. All right, Pellegrino to serve. One all. One all. Guess what, chat? Darderi won the second set. In a tiebreak. One all. There's a bit of four now from Pellegrino. Great drop shot. Sinner gets it, but Pellegrino volleys it away. 15 love. 15 love. And I'm not sorry if I ruined it for anybody, because you all started it. 15 love. As Pellegrino serves again. Forehand to forehand rally. Sinner on the stretch. Misses the pass. 30 love. $30 love. As Pellegrino comes to the net and wins the point. 40 love. $40 love. As Pellegrino serves again. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. There's a bit of forehand rally. Sinner in the net. 2-1 Pellegrino in the second. All right. Good work from Pellegrino. Darderi's all happy. Darderi is such a faker, man. Man, what a faker. I thought he was like, Darderi was like he was so sick, and that was just all BS, man. God, he was like vomiting everywhere, but that was always such a lie. What a faker. That's what I hear when I hear that. Oh, man, what a faker. That guy, he was faking the whole time. He wasn't even that sick. Can't believe it. He totally fooled Zverev. It's shit, bullshit. It should be illegal. Can't believe that this has happened. It's crazy. Oh, my God. He vomited everywhere, but it was all a lie. Yeah, fake spew. That's so crazy. Can't believe it. Can't believe Zverev fell for it. Exactly what happened. How many people come in here and say that shit? Come on now. That's the accent. Every time someone says it, remember that accent and have a laugh. Oh, medical timeout. It's a tactical timeout. It's a fake injury. What a lie. All right, here we go. Sinner's going to serve. He's down 1-2 in the second. All right, back to Sinner. 2-1 to Pellegrino. That's the accent. We'll have a membership. 2-1. Dardarian 3. Shh. No. Zverev will recover. Zverev will win. Zverev will never win a slam. I think you're the first person that's ever said that. Wow. You just said something that no one's ever said before. That's crazy. You're like the first person on the moon back in the 60s. Or are you? Or are you? We haven't gone back. All right, 2-1 as that goes to the net from Pellegrino. It's 15-love. 15-love Sinner. 20-shot rally, by the way. Sinner serves. Dairy faking his injury. Such a cheater. 4-1 goes out by Pellegrino, and it's 30-love. Check is in the mail for Zverev when he loses this match. Money talks, bullshit walks. So what, you're going to send me a check? Hell yeah. PO box down below. Send me, feel free to send me $10,000. That'd be great. As we get a 4 now from Sinner up the line. Pellegrino tweener, but it goes long. 40-love. 40-love. All right, 40-love. As we get a fault, second serve. Second serve. $40-love. What's up? As with a 4 from Sinner, that goes wide, 40-15. $40-15. Where you going? 40-15. Done. 40-15. Sinner serves again. We've got 3 hours for the next match, by the way. Good serving Sinner. 2-2. Zverev's 100% losing. I hope not. No double header? Bro, if we were watching this Zverev match, I would have rage quit. Like, I would have quit this. I would have been like, you know what? After that tiebreak, I would have turned off the entire computer. I'd have been like, you know what? I'll see you for Andreeva's match. And I would have quit. I would have rage quit this match and that match at the same time. Both matches would have been shut down. I'd have pulled this computer out of the wall. Like, no way. Hell no. Double header my ass. It ain't going to happen. That's the reason why I didn't want to watch that match in the first place. I told you it was going to be long and painful, man. I'm not putting myself through that. I'm not doing that to myself. No. Hell no. That's why we didn't watch it. That tiebreak is why we didn't watch it. No. All you guys who were like, oh, now Zverev's going to lose that. That's how I would have felt if I watched it. But instead, I chose peace and calm. And I decided to ignore it and pretend like it didn't happen. Suppress it, chat. You know? Suppress that match. All right. 30-15. You think I'm joking, too? I would have lost it. 30-15. And Pellegrino serves. Into the backhand of Sinner. Forehand of Pellegrino. To the backhand of Sinner. As that goes into the forehand of Sinner now. Pellegrino backhand. Again to the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino with the backhand in the net. 30-all. Exactly what I do, yeah. Yeah, so the difference here is I can't turn it off because I have to watch it. Like, I'm sure if I was, like, not online, not streaming right now, I would have, like, that Zverev match would have been like, forget this, I would have left. That's why we didn't watch it, because I knew that would happen. That 6-1 was a lie. 40-30. 40-30. Pellegrino to stay in front here in the second. He just got his bro. Don't do that. Chat, no more Zverev updates. Keep it to yourself. 3-2. I want to hear any more things about Zverev matches. It's confusing me with this match. I'm trying to watch this match. I'm trying to focus. Stop talking about Zverev's match. I don't want to hear anymore. No more Zverev talk. Zverev is not playing this match. We're not watching Zverev, right? No more Zverev talk. Enough. 3-2 Pellegrino against Jannik Sinner. That's who we're watching right now. All right. Does anyone have anything to say other than what's going on another court that nobody cares about? Anybody have any questions about this match? About this match, the one that we're watching, not the one that's happening somewhere else in the world that nobody can. We're not paying attention to that. It's not happening right here. We don't know what's going on. Right? Focus. Stop saying the words Zverev. I will cry. No schedule yet. Thank you, Dutchy. Yeah, I wonder what time we start tomorrow. Hopefully we don't start at first thing in the morning. I don't want to start first. I want to start late. Can I have a late start? Pellegrino is 29. Yep. He's a journeyman. By the way, packed stadium here too. Love that. He is a journeyman. Early matches are the worst. Yeah, for all the Americans out there too, and Canadians, like, can we just push it back a little bit? Just a little bit? I don't want to wake up at 6 p.m. and then start work at 7. Like, can we just spread it out a little bit? Give me a little bit more time to, like, mentally prepare for these streams. By the way, have we been live for 6 hours? Pretty much, right? 5 hours. Coming up 6. Coming up 6. Love 15, Pellegrino. All right. Love 15. Do I ever go to matches live? No. I live in Australia. We don't have any matches live after January. 15-0. As Sinner serves again. fault, second serve. Second serve. The return goes for Sinner. Corner from Pellegrino. As Pellegrino hits it up the line to the backhand slice of Sinner. Lob goes up. Pellegrino puts away the smash. 15-30. $15-30. $15-30. Sinner serves again. As a return, goes in the corner, Sinner. Pellegrino misses the forehand wide. 30-all. Sinner serves again. As he serves a let. $30-all. Serve to the forehand of Pellegrino. Pellegrino wide on the return. By the way, everybody who says the words Zverev or Darderi, I'm going to time out for 20 minutes, so just beware. Because I want to talk about this match, and I'm sick of seeing everyone talk about the other match that we're not watching. 40-30. First is a fault, second serve. I'm going to time you out for a day if you're like, we should have watched the other match. I didn't want to. So, respect my decision, please. That goes out by Pellegrino 3-all. I didn't want to. Why you always cover cinema? It's not interesting. Get that guy out of here. A day off. See you tomorrow. 3-all. We should have watched the Zverev match. See you tomorrow. Bye. See you tomorrow. Get him out of here. 3-3. As we just served down the seat from Pellegrino as a fault, second serve. Cam loves Sinner so much. Can you tell that to the Sinner fans, please? Because they don't believe me. Or you. As a 4-1 rally, Sinner in the net. Man, Sinner's making some errors. 15 love. $15 love. As a return, goes in the forehand of Pellegrino, forehand from Sinner. Again to the forehand of Pellegrino up the line of the backhand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand goes long and it's 15-all. 15-all. Serve out wide the forehand of Sinner. Return goes in. Pellegrino drop shot, but Sinner's going to get it and put it away. Terrible idea from Pellegrino. Should have just smacked the forehand. 15-30. By the way, Tim, we're just kidding. Just relax, mate. All right, backhand winner from Sinner. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. As a backhand return goes into the backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand again, the backhand of Pellegrino. Pellegrino on the net, 15-40. Sinner with break points. 15-40. Break points for Sinner to take the break in the second. All right. Backhand to backhand rally. As Sinner goes in the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand on the stretch. Pellegrino up the line. Sinner backhand goes into the backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner backhand in the net. And it's 30-40. One saved. All right, 30-40. As it a forehand of backhand rally. Sinner with the backhand of the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner with the forehand of the stretch. Pellegrino up the line. As he hits the backhand now, the forehand of Sinner. Pellegrino backhand. As Sinner with the backhand into the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand again. Pellegrino into the forehand of Sinner again. Pellegrino slice. Sinner backhand. As Pellegrino forehand slice goes short. Sinner comes in with a drop shot. Pellegrino with a pass. In the net. There's the break. There's the break. There's the break. All right, 4-3. Sinner with the break. All right, 1 second, chat. All right. 4-3. Sinner getting it done. All right. Sinner with the break. Now we do have Sinner. After this we got like 3 hours until we watch Coco. We've got time. We have a lot of time until the Coco match. A lot of time. It's a long time. Long time. 4-3 Sinner. With a set and a break. All right, 15 love. As the return goes in the backhand of Sinner, backhand out from Pellegrino. Goes wide. It's 30 love. 30 love. Ban everybody that said Zverev is down breaks. I don't want to hear it. 30 love. Chad, I told you already, all right? Why you? I told you already. 30 love. Nobody's listening. Hello? Hello? I told you already. This is a Sinner's playing. Sinner's up a break. There's no Zverev here. 40 love. Tim, you just were asking for it, aren't you, mate? You're like, you're daring me, aren't you? Tim's like, I dare you. Go on. I heard you, Cam. I dare you. 40 love. Sinner hits it out. 40-15. I dare you. Go on. Do it. No, I'm just kidding, Deb. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. 40-15. 40-15. A17. All right. 5-3 Sinner. And he is in control now. And Pellegrino is going to serve to stay in this match. All right. 5-3. So yeah, Chet, we're going to have a 2.5 hour break between now and the next match. Then I'm going to go drive around at 1 in the morning with the music really, really loud, screaming into a void because of Sasha Zverev. But but then we'll be back in 2.5 hours, and that'll be fun. Don't worry, I will get back on time. As with a backhand now to the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner backhand to the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner with the backhand again. To the forehand of Pellegrino. Sinner with the backhand up the line. Pellegrino gets it back to the forehand of Sinner. As Pellegrino forehand again. Into the forehand of Sinner. And Sinner puts it away. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. First serve, default, second serve. Serve to the back of the Sinner. Backing out from Pellegrino is wide. It's love 30. Shop's open at 1 a.m. Nah, I'm just going to drive around in circles. And put on like Simple Plan or something and just scream. Love 30. All right, love 30. Serve into the back and the Sinner. Return goes in. It all goes wide. Sinner. 15-30. 15-30. By the way, Chad, if Zverev does lose and the Sinner final is boring and it doesn't have any difference, just remember what you asked for, right? Just remember what you wished for. Just remember that. If the final is worse or the same as the Zverev matches, then just remember that. I want everybody to remember that you all wished for it. Nice hitting from Pellegrino. Lovely volley winner. 30-all. 30 all. As Pellegrino with a good serve, 40-30. 40-30. Yeah, it sucks that we got such a long wait until the next match. A bit of a bummer. All the matches on center court have been so easy. They should have put Zverev on center court. Maybe. Deuce. Now we get the deuce. Sinner is 2 points away from the quarterfinals, where he'll play against the winner of Rublev and Basilashvili, and they're playing after the Zverev comeback. When he comes back and wins, you know. That's when they're playing after that. All right, forehand up the line to the backhand of Sinner. Backhand to backhand with Sinner. As Sinner forehand now to the backhand of Pellegrino. Sinner with a forehand cross court. Pellegrino in the net. Sinner's got a match point advantage. Sinner. Advantage Sinner to take the win. All right, advantage Sinner. By the way, chat, make up your mind. Is Zverev a loser, or do you want him to play Sinner, or are you like happy with his? Like you can't have it both ways. As the return goes in the forehand of Pellegrino, Sinner with a forehand of the forehand, Pellegrino, Sinner with a forehand up the line, Pellegrino backhand open court, goes long. There it is. Sinner wins. Straight sets, but I'll tell you, you had to work for that. That wasn't as easy as we maybe have thought. As he went into that match against a qualifier, it was actually pretty competitive from Pellegrino. So good for him. But in the end of the day, it was Sinner got the win. Straightforward. And he is into the quarterfinals. All right. Um, 31 match win streak, yeah. All right. This match was so exciting. It was, wasn't it? I'm glad you thought so. Do you think Medvedev can win this tournament? No. Not this year. Not with this Sinner guy. Pellegrino did well against Tiafoe. Wonder what that match would have been like. Sinner would have beaten Tiafoe as well. Yeah. Anyone can win. Have you been watching the Sinner before? I feel like we've said anyone can win for like the last 2 months, and that's been false. Unless Sinner doesn't play, like Barcelona or something. Yeah, anyone can make the final. Actually, even that's not true because Zverev. Yeah, maybe anyone can make the final. That's on the bottom half of the draw that's away from Sinner. Anyone can make the final that's not in Sinner's half, for sure. Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Yeah, anyone in the bottom half of the draw can make the final. That's true. If he gets bageled. Before the draw, anyone can make the final. Hey, look, before Sinner was born, anybody could win. Before the start of the year. Why am I not watching this Zverev game? See you tomorrow. Hodar is better than Fonseca. Is he? I love, again, it's so funny when somebody said in the last stream that everyone's comparing to Fonseca, which means that Fonseca must be pretty good. Like, Fonseca is the benchmark. You should be saying is Hodar better than Fils? Like, Fils is the best of that generation. What's my UTR? 0.00. Unranked. By the way, Darderi doesn't look sick at all. You lie, chat. Why you lie? You said he was sick. You said he couldn't move. You said he was about to be. Somebody called the ambulance. What the fuck is this? He looks fine. He looks fresh. By the way, Tim, I don't think you're understanding the humor. We're joking. Yes, we know. And yeah, okay. Yes. God, I feel like we're way too literal here. Come on. Yes, you're right. Anybody can win. Sinner could trip. Something could happen. He could wake up sick. Yes, let's get literal. Come on now. Come on. Yes, technically, yes. Anybody could win. God damn it, Zverev! What are you doing to me? How many match points? How many match points? How many? How many? How many? How many? How many? I need to go back to meditating. How many? Hang on 1 second, chap. All right. All right. Now we've got like a long time between now and the next match, which is a pain in my ass because it's 1 in the morning and there's nothing to do. So much for Mr. Consistent. Oh, okay. Okay, yep. Short memory. Goldfish. Goldfish alert, chat. We've got a goldfish in the chat. Yeah, I'm going to probably just, call for help. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of those things that I'm seeing in the chat. No late night discos. It's Tuesday. What? Oh, man. Chat, I needed a reason to get rid of Zverev. I found it. I found a reason to get rid of Zverev. Rage quitting on Zverev. You're out. I've been waiting for this day. I haven't been able to get rid of him because he's been playing so well, but now I have a reason. This is the exact this is the rage. This is a rage swap. I'm gonna go into the back office and be like, we gotta get rid of this guy. How can we keep him now? What has he done to us? not just for the franchise, but also emotionally for myself. Like, what has he done to us? The franchise has been crippled already by the likes of, Tsitsipas and Fonseca, but Zverev is worth 10 times as much price-wise. We could have got somebody way cheaper. This one hurts, chat. So now Zverev needs to be traded. I'm rage trading. It's a rage trade. It's a rage trade. Rage trade. I'm going to watch the last points here so I can... so it's real. Not like that Caboli match that everyone was pretending like was over, but it wasn't. Remember the Caboli match that everyone thought was over and it was like not over? It's definitely over. So Darderi wins the Oscar. I'm just kidding. That was harsh. Darderi's fine. Darderi's great. I wish I had him in my team. He's actually great. I've contemplated, how did Zverev lose that match? That was the unlosable match. That was brutal. All right, chat, you got your wish. No Zverev Sinner. No Zverev Sinner. You got your wish. Let's see if it's better than it. Let's see if it pans out. You got your wish. Let's see if it pans out. I hope it does. I hope we get a much more competitive matchup with whoever Sinner plays in the final. Because you're not getting Zverev. No Zverev Sinner. But I tell you what, Zverev's probably relieved as well that he didn't play Sinner. But let's see. Let's see. Now, I don't think Zverev got tired. I mean, he hasn't played that much. It's not like he's played every week. This guy stinks. Nah, Zverev's been... Look, let's respect Zverev. Zverev's had a great run. Tough match today. Terrible loss. But also maybe a good loss. Gives him an extra week off. Because he wouldn't have had a week off if he made the final. He would have played Hamburg next week and then the French. Might actually be a good loss for him. If we're going to get serious for a second, because, God forbid we, make some jokes. But if we're going to be real for a second, right? Zverev not winning today gives him a week off. He can go to Hamburg. He can decide to play that if he wants. He can rest and recover for the things that matter. So even though it sucks that he lost for, my team and some of your teams and for himself, probably may not be the worst thing for him long term to regain some energy, not have to play the semis and the final and all that shit. Might not be the worst thing. In the long run. It sucks today, though. But in the long run, he might not even play Hamburg if he needs the extra week. But 2 weeks off to recover for the French, probably not. By the way, and he also has had a very good clay season. Like, you can't be like, oh, well, Zverev sucked this year. Well, no, he's made a semi-final, a final, 2 semi-finals, a final, and now a 4th round. And he's only lost to Italians. So, I mean, as long as he doesn't play an Italian at the French, he'll win it. It's just the Italian, you just lose to Italians. So just don't give him any Italians and he'll win the whole thing. So wait, Darderi plays Hodar. I don't hate it. I don't hate that match. Hodar is going to have to deal with another Italian crowd. So that's fun. By the way, are we dissing the Italian crowd? Like, should we be, not happy with them, or are we just... I feel like it's Davis Cup every time an Italian plays, which is... I love that shit. Hodar will crush? I don't know, man. Darderi with the crowd? Hodar... You better be ready. It's going to be a real test. Actually, Zverev has pretty much played every match. Then all the top... Oh, Tim. Are you fucking with me? Or are you serious? I feel like you're fucking with me. I feel like you're being real sarcastic and pretending and being joking to me, right? You're not being literal. I'm reading your chats and I'm like, are you like saying this in a really sarcastic voice like I say it? Because I hope so. I feel like I know, but you know that I know that you know. He's played 34 matches. Are you being literal? Are you joking? I feel like I don't know. I can't tell because you're not making any emojis that make you sound sarcastic. You're saying what I say, but I usually say it with a sarcastic tone because it's really funny. To me. He's been busy. Oh, you're being serious. Oh, you're being serious. Okay. He's tired. Oh, okay. Thanks for... Oh, by the way, good chat. Guess what? I won money because I bet against Vera, because I needed insurance for my own, feelings. Darderi won, and he was a massive underdog. Yay! Chat, silver linings. Zverev lost. My team has been decimated, but I made like $20. Woo! Let's go! I knew I put the $5 on him for a reason. For my sanity. Yay! Let's go. $23. Woo! Yeah! Sinner and Medvedev are the only top 10 seeds left. Yes. I bet against myself. Yeah. It's called an insurance policy. I put a $5 on Darderi for insurance. So, and I totally forgot until I just got a notification. So, yay! I feel so much better now. I forgot I did that. Anyways. So go Darderi, let's go. Yeah, that's at least like 20 DVDs. So hell yeah. Let's go. I can't go to the thrift at the moment. It's not open. But I might go tomorrow. All right. The switch up. Yeah. No, I feel so much better now. 24-hour thrift stores would actually be epic. Can that be a thing, please? In this economy, you don't throw away $23. You can buy a liter of fuel if you're lucky. Why would I need fuel? I don't leave my house. I don't need fuel. I don't leave my house, so I don't need that shit. It's Darderi, not Darderi. What's the next match we're watching? I'm watching Gauff versus Andreeva in like 2 hours. 2 more hours. I saw wait, how do I say it again? Sorry? The Darderi? Sorry, what was... I missed that. Will we watch Medvedev? If the Gauff Andreeva match stinks, yes. We'll watch it if it stinks. Do you think Zverev has an Italian indigestion? Yeah. He's allergic. By the way, chat, if you say just so you know where what I'm reading from, right? I'm looking at the chat and people are like, no, it's Darderi. No, it's Darderi. I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So like when someone's like, no, it's Darderi. No, it's Darderi. No, it's Darderi. I'm like, yeah, you're all saying the same thing with like slightly different, like with little like dashes. We don't have that in English. So I don't know. Like I'm just reading the same thing over. It's like, no, it's Darderi. No, it's Darderi. No, it's Darderi. No, it's Darderi. I'm like, yeah, you're all saying Darderi. I'm saying the same thing. I can't hear you. You're gonna have to spell it out. Darderi. There we go. Mario's onto it. See, you got to spell it out like that. Otherwise, it's just all the same words. I'm like, yeah, you're all saying the same thing, and I'm saying what you're saying. I can't hear you. You have to spell it out so I can understand. God, I couldn't imagine doing online classes during COVID. Shit. Imagine that. I would have failed. We're not talking about Swiatek. I know how to say Swiatek, all right? Don't correct me on that. How dare you? I have Polish approval on Swiatek, all right? I'm not taking any shit for saying that because all the Polish people come in here and say, you say it great. I'm like, thank you. I have Polish approval. I don't need to be corrected on that one. I haven't got my certificate in Italian yet. Online classes save my grades, not going to lie. Well, if you become a doctor, do not operate on me. Respectfully. Cam is a certified honorary Polish. See? And I've been there. Don't worry, it took me a year to spell Medvedev right. Fair enough. I mean, you spelled it wrong, but I think they were just kidding, right? You were just making a joke. Medvedev, close. Keep going. You got this. Zverev lost because he did not want to embarrass Sinner in the final. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Sinner better be, he better thank Zverev for that. He better, yeah. Damn right. Yeah. Sinner's probably like walking off the court being like, oh, yeah, I don't have to play that guy again. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Zverev's like, you know what? You take this win. I don't feel like beating Sinner this week. Yeah, I'll save it for the French. Yeah, that's right. He's playing chess. Zverev. He's playing chess. Doesn't want to give away all the secrets. So I'm going to wait until I'm going to surprise you in the French. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's do that. Yeah. That's more like it. How do you pronounce Fritz? Zverev lost because he was afraid of pronouncing Darderi wrong. It's like, what? No, he did pronounce it wrong and then he felt bad. So he lost on purpose because he's like, you know what? I fucked up your name. I'm sorry. He was just out doing it out of respect. With a diabetic, it is probably blood sugar. Oh. See, this is what we're kind of fun. Somebody that can come in with a literal explanation. Well, actually, everybody, I know you're all having a laugh and making fun, but it's probably about his diabetes. Read the room. Come on. Come on. I'm thinking of going to Wimbledon this year, Cam. When you went, how early did you have to go in the queue? I think I went at like 5 a.m. I got there at 5 a.m. Any tips? Don't go alone. Go with friends and maybe bring like a card games or something. It's a long wait. An Italian hasn't won the Italian Open for 50 years. Really? That is a great stat. No, it wasn't you, Elaine. Somebody else said it. How do you get dressed for Wimbledon? I literally rocked up in a Chicago Bulls outfit and board shorts. So I don't think you have to dress up fancy for Wimbledon. You can just wear normal clothes. Which match am I looking forward to tomorrow? Swiatek Pegula. I think that's a great time for them to play. It feels like that's a very important match. That's not normal clothes? All right, well, I look like a homeless man. What do you want from me? So I rocked up like a hobo. Whatever. All right. What are you trying to say? I wore the opposite. I went anti-Wimbledon. I wore all the colorful shirts and sleeveless. I broke all the rules. They still let me in, though. They still let me in. So you don't have to worry. Just if I got in like that, then you don't have to worry. I wore a bright red Chicago Bulls jersey. Sleeveless. But you don't even have to worry. If I can get in, you'll be fine. Dress for the weather. And I went to a Kyrgios match, so that's, I was wearing that and I went to a Kyrgios match. But I did it before him. He saw me in the crowd and he's like, oh, you can wear Bulls jerseys? I'm going to rock up here next year with like red shoes. And then from that day on, he must have seen me there. That's a lie. He wouldn't have seen me. He's like, you could do that? You could do that? Oh, okay. I just went on like the hottest day of the year, so that's why I wore board shorts. Rublev Basilashvili. What Bulls jersey? Rose. D Rose. Chat, do I double down on Basilashvili? You know what? Cheeky 5. We'll go Cheeky 5. Cheeky 5. Somebody mark this guy's words down. Basilashvili will defeat Sinner. Mark his words. Quick, do it. Mark them down. Cam, let's give Sinner some applause for 31 straight wins. Some people don't understand what this guy's done. I mean, that is a great effort. Do any of the players know you, Cam? No. I hope not. Shit, can you imagine? I hope not. Schedule will come out after the street. Yeah, probably will. What do you think? Who do you think will win on the women's side? I don't know. I mean, Andreeva or maybe Andreeva or Gauff or Raducanu or Swiatek or Pegula or Svitolina or Castell. One of them, probably. When are we talking about the longest ATP win streak? Jannik is on 26 now. Yeah, I think the longest is like 40 something, right? Swiatek or Andreeva, I'm thinking, okay. Please bring the flags back. It's part of the identity of national pride. Nah, because it just caused too much trouble. Oh, Andy Murray's joining Draper's team. That's cool. Probably for like the grass season, right? Because Murray doesn't want to go to America. He's probably just like, hey, you're back home. I'll just come down to the tournament. So Andy's like, yeah, I'll play golf, and then like I'll meet you at the grass courts. And then after, like, yeah, that's cool though. It's cool. Andy Murray with Draper on grass is fun. He won't go past that though. I think after Wimbledon, they won't work after that. But that's cool though. That's fun. I guess kind of like Leighton does with Demon. Maybe that kind of vibe where it's like, you know, maybe. And look, I tell you, on a serious note, Andy could actually help Draper deal, like, teach him how to deal with all like the BS that comes with being British at Wimbledon, right? All the expectation, all the madness that comes with that. Andy knows that better than anybody, so that actually might help him through that, you know, storm as well, right? You were right about this Zverev match. I wish I wasn't. I mean, yeah, help with the injuries too, but I think more so like helping with that. Like the worst thing about playing at Wimbledon if you're British is that like crazy expectation. And Andy's won by dealing with that shit. So that would be a massive plus having him there for that, to help navigate that. And it's a good sign because it means Draper's coming back for the grass. Whereas if he didn't get Andy Murray for the grass, or he didn't get Andy Murray in the team, then you would think, well, like to me it sounds like he's going to be playing the grass then if Andy's being signed up. Any thoughts on Gauff on Draper? 4-0 to Gauff. I made a preview video. And it was really, like, it took me actually longer than I expected because my software broke halfway through me editing, so I had to re-edit it. And it kept me up pretty much the entire time this morning, and I lost like probably an hour or two sleep because I had to make a video. But if I made that video so you could watch that, and I don't have to answer that question. So if you go watch that video, that would be great. And then watch the other two videos I made as well based on the other two quarterfinals. Yeah. It delayed my sleep for at least 2 hours, and I went to bed about 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, watch that video. Thank you. Makes sense for Andy to coach Draper rather than anyone else. Yeah, because they're both from the same region. Sure. I'll watch it. Thank you. You need no sleep when you can watch Darderi Zverev. Yeah, I'm going to go watch the replay of that. I'm sure it was a fun ride. And that was a roller coaster that went off the tracks. That wasn't even a roller coaster because roller coasters are fun. That was a disaster. I'm just padding because we got hours until the next match. But I'll send you over there. I'm actually keen as for Gauff and Andreeva. It's a great time for them to play, just like it's a great time for Pegula and Swiatek to meet. Svitolina and Raducanu is a great matchup right now. So it's we've got some banger matches. We're so lucky that. And look, I'm not going to bitch and moan about the ATP and Sinner winning everything, but it is nice to have the opposite happening with like all these top 10 clashes, and you never know who's going to win. It's 50-50 in all those matches. It's great to have like, because if the WTA was the same as the ATP, we'd be just sitting around going, well, There's two good players, and what are we doing? So it's really cool that we do have such a divide, such a difference, because on the WTA everything is so close. I mean, Sabalenka lost to the number 25 in the world this week, right? Nothing, and then last week she lost to the number 30 in the world, and it's like the number 1 doesn't lose to the number 30 in the men's side. I mean, Alcaraz lost a quarter. That's probably as close as it gets to like random, but it doesn't happen all the time. It only happened once, so it's like it's awesome. Why not watch Zverev? Did you send the? So wait, sorry, I must have missed. Did you send the $3,000? Hang on, did I? Sorry, did I miss that? Where did you send it through PayPal? I don't see a receipt. I don't see a receipt anywhere. I don't think you can super chat it, so it might not have come through. But you know, I don't think I saw it. But anyways, why is Zverev played like that? What was the reason? I didn't watch that match, thank God, and so I can't answer that. Why does Zverev play like that? I couldn't tell you. And to be honest, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'd rather not know. I don't have Venmo, so you've sent it to the wrong person. Yeah, super sticker. Yeah, $3,000 super sticker. Draper, Runa, Fritz, Alcaraz return for Wimbledon. Hopefully. Well, Fritz is playing this week, though. Next week. So Fritz is coming back for the French. But the other guys are planning to come back on grass. Am I going to watch Rublev's whole match? Yeah, I'm going to watch it offline. I'm going to watch it, but I'm not going to stream. I'm going to watch it, though, while I'm just doing nothing. Or I'll watch a movie. And then we'll come back and watch the Gauff Andreeva match, which I'm super excited for. Oh, God damn. How am I tired? How is that possible? It's 1 a.m. That's how. All right. I'm going to send you over the next one. Chat, I don't know if you feel it, but these 2-week Masters are really testing my limits. They're pushing the friendship, man. They're asking a lot of us as fans, and we gotta have a conversation. We gotta talk about this. We're gonna discuss this because they're really, really testing the fanship. But we'll be back in a couple of hours to watch the women's quarterfinal number 2 between Andreeva and Gauff, which is going to be a great. It's going to be hopefully a great battle. I know Gauff's dominated the head-to-head, but I don't know. Andreeva's been pretty good on the clay, so I feel like we're due for a good tussle. But jump on over there. We'll be back in about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours. But Sinner wins 2-3, beats Pellegrino. Great run from Pellegrino, and he did push Sinner. Like, it wasn't the second set anyway. He was level until Sinner finally broke through, but he really made Sinner work for that second set. But Sinner's into the quarterfinals. He'll be playing against the winner of Rublev Basilashvili. They're playing now, and by the time we come back, we will know who Sinner will be playing. We can talk about it then. But Gauff versus Andreeva coming up later